back from SA Champs. How are you feeling? How's the body going?
Yeah, I think excited. We had a short little break, so it's always nice to be back in the water and slowly building it up until Paris. I think the only thing we're dreading at the moment is the winter, but yeah, otherwise really good.
One thing about Rocco, he's always talked about the roadmap that you guys are on, and we've always known the targets that you need to hit.
Yes.
Do you guys feel like you're on point with that? Do you feel like, if you look at how everyone was swimming at the World Champs, where our team kind of struggled a bit, do you guys feel though that you're hitting all the right points?
Yeah, I think if we're looking back at that World Champs in February, it's a really hard time for us to peak as South Africans. We really always compete in July, so that's where we really perform. So the team that we sent through was just more for experience, getting those races in and getting race experience. So we didn't send them to go and win and prepare well for that World Champs. It was more for the experience. So I definitely think we are on track. Looking at our results at nationals, the people that qualified, normally the year before, the Olympics before, we qualified in time trials, or people qualified in the last race in the relays. So we completely smashed the qualifying time. So I think we're in a much better place than we were in 2021. So I'm very excited to see what we have coming from the pool.
Obviously, you judge the talent that's also out there and seeing how other people are swimming, and you compare yourselves. If you look at the stats, at the moment, where's your biggest challenges going to come from?
I definitely think obviously America, they always have some strong breaststrokers. We have some Russians, so we're not sure if they're going to compete or not. And then it would also be, there's a Dutch girl coming through. So some of my old roots, because my dad is a Dutch man, so it's nice to see a Dutch girl also really in the high ranks. Yeah.
Let's talk about the support system. Like, you recently married at the moment. The dynamics that brings into your life, the responsibility, and also making sure that you're performing at your highest as a performance athlete. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I think support is obviously a major thing in any athlete's career. I think you need that to just reset and go home. I think with a marriage life, it is something different. I'm really enjoying it, but what that really brought to me was home. I think because my parents left, or they immigrated to the Netherlands, it was really a big thing to adjust to not have family so close and to not see them that often. So I think being married now, it's really having home back again, because I always say home is not really the place, but it's the people. And yeah, I think just surrounding yourself with the right people to support you and that believe in you in this journey. And I know no matter what the outcome, they know I'm going to give my best, and they're all going to love me the same. So yeah.
The one thing about our swimming program, in the past, I remember when the days of Rake and Roland, they used to go overseas to America to get to perform, to train and perform at the highest level. We're seeing a lot more swimmers, especially young swimmers, staying in the country. Talk to us about the strength of the program that Rocco, for example, is running up in Pretoria.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I also got a lot of requests going to America, but that is when Rocco and I really decided, and I really felt like I wanted to prove that we can do it here in South Africa. And I think a lot of people have seen it, and I think with Rocco's program being so amazing, I think people really notice that our coaches in South Africa are really good, and we can do it from here. We don't need the best technology, we don't need it. Like we know, South Africans do so well under adversity and the struggle, so I think it just had to prove, and I think someone just needed to prove to them that it can be done, and I think now people believe and we have the confidence in the program.
As we're almost wrapping it up, it's easy getting to the top. Well, not easy, but relatively easy. Staying there is always a difficult thing, and basically repeating your performances again is not going to be an easy task. Talk to us about the preparation, whether it's mental or physical. How do you manage that? Because also you can be too excited, and that can work against you.
No, exactly. I think that's why you notice why there's that 4-year gap in between. I always thought, wow, that's so crazy, but now you see where that's the next level. Not a lot of people can maintain that performance for 4 years, so it is challenging. So I really noticed in these 4 years, it came a lot to the mental side. I think in the beginning you're excited, and it's all the physical and the hard training that's put in, but now it's all to the mental side. I can only do that much more physically, but mentally I have to prepare for it differently than I had to in 2021. So it's something you still learn throughout the process and the journey. But it's definitely something, I had to really work on, and I didn't think it would be that hard, but it was very challenging, but I'm excited. I think as long as you still go into the Olympics with the same mindset, and my mindset was always just to have fun and enjoy the experience, enjoy the time. You know you worked hard, and the results will just happen if they should. I think to try too hard to try and defend a title, I think that's when you hold yourself back and the true talent can't really just flow. So, yeah.
There's a young Tatjana somewhere swimming and thinking, I love this. This is a passion for me. What would you like to say to someone like that who might want to be an Olympian and be a medalist, but they don't know how to go about doing it? They don't know if swimming as a career is a viable career. What would you like to say to inspire people like that, who are young kids hoping to make a difference in people's lives?
I think firstly I would say just focus on yourself. I think we tend to compare ourselves with other people and other people's journeys, so sometimes someone moves up faster than you. I think really focusing on your plan and having that plan with your coach, always communicating to your coach what is your plan. And then secondly, I think we in the world has seen success as a medal or success as a record, but success doesn't come through medals and records. I think you achieve success every day when you achieve those small goals. So set yourself those small goals, and if you don't medal, that doesn't mean you're not successful. You've been successful in so many different things, and find your success in your journey, because if you're going to chase a medal, you're going to be very disappointed if you don't get it. But if you chase those small little things and the success to make you the best version of yourself, you'd overachieve for yourself.
Lastly, talking about journeys, this country is 30 years old as a democratic South Africa. We've always shown, like you said earlier, that in adversity we unite and we find that the extra 10% that gets us over the line. How do you see South Africa as a country with all the challenges, with all the distractions that we're seeing? We always seem to deliver.
Exactly. No, I definitely think that's kind of our strength, but it shouldn't be our only strength. I think we are fortunate enough to do sports, and we know sports gives people hope, but we have to carry that hope as South Africans further, because we can't rely on one sporting moment or one sporting achievement. That can inspire us and spark something in us, and I think we will only be able to change and see a difference if we all work together. And I think that's why that slogan, obviously the boxer is so amazing, that it's stronger together, is that it really comes to that. It's not just a team that is stronger together, but us as a nation are stronger together.
Final one. We've seen athletics basically saying they're going to reward medalists. In the same, well, basically they're using the theory that if the growth of the sport is good, the financial rewards to the athletes should also be there, should also be recognized. What's your take on that?
It's in between. I would say there's definitely a yes to that, but also not, because I don't think you can put that pressure of achievements. I don't think there's going to be that much success if you put that pressure on people to get financial funding. I think that is a lot with the individual sports, is we have that pressure of having to perform to get funding, and I don't think that encourages people, because money isn't everything, and I think it's about the happiness of people and really having that passion for the sport. Because if I didn't have the passion for swimming, I didn't do it for the money, so I had to do it because I loved it. And if people are wanting to support us for that and for that love for the sport, that's what it's all about, because that gives hope. Money doesn't give people hope.
Tatjana,
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you coming back with the medal.
Ball don't lie, ayy.